All right, tonight we're bringing you full political reaction to the board crisis at the SABC. It went from bad to worse today when a fourth board member resigned with only 4 members left. That means the board is likely incorrect or legally not able to make decisions. Well, President Cyril Ramaphosa has accepted all the resignations of the board members, including Krish Naidu, Kanyisile Koyama, John Mattison and now Tsedu. All 3 asked for their 3-month notice periods to be waived. All right, let's get some political reaction. The EFF has called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to intervene in this crisis. It says that government must give the guarantee it needs to raise money in order to stabilize. From Cape Town, we're joined by spokesperson for the EFF, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Dr. Ndlozi, so just tell us more. You say that the board members were set up to fail.
Well, firstly, thank you for having us. Indeed, we are of the opinion that at the core of the crisis of the SABC, and if you're talking about the retrenchments and the rest of the other issues that confronted, like the exodus that we are seeing of board members, at the center of it is really the fact that the SABC doesn't have money. And as a result, they can't perform a lot of their functions. And we've been making appeals to government that, you know, the SABC is not asking for a bailout. They are asking for a guarantee so that they can go and raise money, without which they are unable to do anything. And therefore, this board, without that guarantee, they've been set up to fail. And we've indicated this from the beginning. So there's nothing you can do, even if you were to constitute a new board, which may very well indeed be the plan, because the other problem about this board, which worries the ruling party, is the fact that it's a very independent board which does not concede to political manipulations that we saw under Hlaudi. But there's nobody, even if you were to construct a new one, no one will be able to do anything at the SABC unless you give them the guarantee to raise funds, because that's really what they need. And therefore, calling on
Can I just stop you there and ask you,
Mbuyiseni, are not resignations
Mbuyiseni, can I ask you, just how much does the EFF know about what's been going on? Because could this not be about retrenchments? Apparently the minister wants to give the funds if there are no retrenchments. So here's my question. Does the EFF want the money to be given even if there will be mass job losses?
That's not true. It's not true. There's no evidence that the minister has given such a condition. She doesn't have, because that letter can't come from her. It has to come from Treasury. And there's no evidence that she has such a letter. So I don't believe her, and I think that it's just a plot to precisely have the situation of the crisis that we face. We've written several letters. We've written to Ramaphosa. We've made appeals through Parliament that throughout the year we've been saying that give the SABC a guarantee. So nobody will want to serve in the board of the SABC if they don't get that kind of support, which is after the ad hoc committee had made a cleanup, after this new board was constructed, then the one thing the state just needed to give them was a letter of guarantee. And as I was saying, those resignations are not confirmed until the Republic's president accepts them. So what must Ramaphosa do is to actually meet this board, listen to them, and he will hear the same thing that I'm saying, that their fundamental complaint is that they're not receiving the support in relation to the guarantee so that they can stabilize the SABC.
Should they receive that support? By the way, the presidency has confirmed that he's accepted all 4 of those resignations, and it seems like the notice period has been waived. Should the board receive the support, even if it's going to fire people?
Well, there's nothing, I mean, the fundamental problem here, or the fundamental point of departure, is if you get a letter of guarantee, it changes the whole game plan. It's something that you can't predict, because that is going to depend on the funds that they're going to raise. So once you put the letter of guarantee, SABC goes out, begins to raise funds, then it will be able to tell us, in the wisdom of raising those funds, whether it is still going to downsize or not. But you can't have a conversation about its state of finances unless they are out there with a guarantee letter and raising funds. And the thing here that I really worry is that it may very well be that that's precisely precisely what the ANC and Ramaphosa wanted, is for this board to step down and then give the new interim board the guarantees, interim board that they will be able to manipulate in the upcoming general elections. And to that extent, then we are back to the same era in 2014 when Hlaudi was there and was dancing to the tune of the sitting president at the time.
Very quickly, the ANC says it rejects these claims of political interference. So just clarify, you're saying that the party wants the collapse of the board?
That is what we believe. I mean, how do you as a new minister, before you listen to the board, before you take into consideration their challenges, you go in and begin to give them conditions of what they should do? Without even giving them a chance about the work that they've been doing, you go in and you say, please stop 1, 2, 3, 4, or stop 1, 2, 3, 4, or you're not going to get a guarantee. You don't even have the letter. This was always the plot in our view. In our view, the ANC is looking for an interim board throughout the elections because that is how you manipulate editorial decisions. That is how you manipulate the movement of cameras, who gets covered, at what rate, and who is not going to get covered. That's the position they want to be in, and that's what they are going to get. I won't be shocked after this, the interim board is constituted and a letter of guarantee comes out, which means why has it not been there throughout the year when this board has worked so much to stabilize the SABC? It's a really sad state of affairs.
All right, thank you, EFF spokesperson Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi.